Guys, welcome back to JJ's Football Corner. I hope you're doing well. So, Liverpool had their first preseason. I'll just take a minute a little bit. So, Liverpool had their first preseason match today versus Sunderland. We won 4-2. And overall, it was an entertaining match, I found. Obviously, this is the first match. So, I'm not going to read too much into it. But there were some positives and negatives that I took from the match. And I just thought, hey, let's just talk about it. And remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Help me grow this channel. I'm passionate about football, and I'm sure if you're listening to me, you are passionate too. But so yeah, let's get into it. So one of the positives again was obviously the scoreline 4-2. I really like the attacking play. I thought we moved the ball really well. I thought the interchange of players were really well. It was really smooth passing of the ball. I thought the movement of the ball was really good. I thought the passing was really good. I thought we got into very good attacking positions at time. I would say that there were some moments where Rio was a little indecisive. I suppose you could count that as a slight negative, but overall I thought the attacking intent was there. The attacking display was there. I thought the finishes were great. That goal from Szoboszlai was excellent. That goal from Kumas was really well taken. I thought the first goal from Kieran Marcer was very, 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 very good. Very good finish. He almost passed it into the net. And I thought the goal from Chiesa was so good, man. That was so good. Perfect angle over the keeper head, past the keeper. That was so good. That was a great finish. So four great goals, and it's look. If Liverpool score, I'm happy, right? We're all happy to see Liverpool score, even though it's preseason and we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves. But the youngsters really took their opportunity, and I really enjoyed that. I really like seeing Rio play. He was lively. I thought Kieran Morrison, who he's a player that I'm not too familiar with. I'm gonna be honest. But I thought he took his goal really well. Like I said before, I thought he was lively on the right wing. Is he the Salah replacement? No, unfortunately. It's too early to even suggest that. But is he a player that we can use throughout the season? Most definitely. I really enjoyed seeing him play the game. I really enjoyed his movement. I thought Kumas, when he came on, was lively as well. It was really good. I thought Neoni had a good cameo as well. So yeah, really good. I thought another positive when the senior players came on. I thought the tempo was increased. You can see that Szoboszlai is just a maverick, man. Like when he came on, like he just brought something else. Like it was just an assurance that hey, Szoboszlai is here, and he's really starting to feel like he's that guy. Um, he's up for. I think maybe he's up for the vice captaincy. Would I give Szoboszlai the vice captain role? I think he's earned it. I think he has some leadership qualities, and I think Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, I think that's a good combo there for captain, vice captain. But we'll see. That it's up to Iraola and the players to decide that. But I just liked how assured he looked. Jones played a decent role in the midfield there. At times, not exactly in the best position, but he's not a central defensive midfielder. So, that was that. I also thought that the fullbacks were really good. I thought when Kirkes came on, he was lively. I really enjoy seeing our fullbacks bomb forward. Ah man, and utilize the space. One of the things that was missing from Slot was I don't think he used our fullbacks well. At least in last season, I think first season was a little better, but last season, man, like our full like Kirkes had one of the worst seasons. Like you couldn't believe that was the Kirkes that we bought. You couldn't believe that was the Frimpong that we bought. Like they were just I don't know what last season was. But I really enjoyed seeing them bomb forward today. I really enjoyed the width they provided, and that's gonna be key if we hope to increase our attacking output next I guess input output either word could work here next season. So those are just some of the few positives. Again, I really enjoyed that match. Seeing us score 4 goals is always a treat for me. Whether it's preseason, in the season, I enjoyed it. But there were also some negatives. And again, this is not me being overly critical. Obviously, it's just preseason, guys. It's just preseason, so I'm not gonna be overly critical. But injury. So that's one of the big problems. So Joe Gomez got injured in the 7th minute, somewhere there, and it was expected. If it wasn't now, it would be early in the season. Joe Gomez has a long injury record. He's not someone that we can depend on. And even before now, we needed centre backs anyway, right? Liverpool needs centre backs, right? We need to sort out defensively what we're doing. And going into the season, I'm not happy with. I was not gonna be happy with just Van Dijk, Gomez, Jeremy Jacket, or Jackie, however it's pronounced. Sorry if I butchered your name, and Giovanni Leone. We need centre back reinforcement. We need that. We need to replace Konate. And you could argue that Konate should not have been a first place starter last season in any regard. But we're gonna need 2 centre backs, guys. Let's just be honest there. Unless Leone, transforms, unless Jacket hits the ground running, I really believe that at least one more senior centre back, Premier League proven centre back to join Van Dijk there. He needs help. He's gonna need help. I dare say we also need a right back. Bradley's gonna be out for a while. I don't think Frimpong has adjusted that well to the Premier League. He had some lapses again in this match. Can Ramsey step up and be the right back that we need? I'm not so sure. I'm honestly not so sure. I really do think we need to get a right back. We need a centre back. I think left back is covered. I think Kirkes and Simikas uh, can do the job. Defensive midfield. So that leads me to the midfield, guys. Again, look, it's just preseason, but I got PTSD seeing Sunderland pass through our midfield again and again. I was tired of seeing that last season, to the point where there were moments where I just tuned out last season because of how porous our midfield. It was poor and porous, like us, like when there's some holes in sponge and it's just, yeah, it was awful, man. It was awful. So today again, it's preseason, it's the youngsters, but seeing it, man, seeing Sunderland just cut through our midfield, it was not pleasant viewing at all. So I think we definitely need an out and out central defensive midfielder. Warrington, Angelo, Stiller, whoever it is that's out there, if it's some unknown that somebody that we don't know, go and get him, Liverpool. Go and get that defensive midfielder. Gravenberch is good, but he's not a 6, right? And, he's a great player, and, I'm a fan of Gravenberch, but we need an out and out 6. We need an out and out 6, guys. Like, let's just be honest with that. So I spoke about the defense. I spoke about the midfield. There weren't much more negatives than that, because it really came down to defensive lapses and the midfield just being a little porous, and the injuries. Those were my major takeaways. Those were my, I guess you could call them, early warning signs. From the match. But guys, remember, this is preseason. It's early days. We still have the transfer window to sort out what we need to sort out. I might do a video on that, talking about, the things that we really need to work on, possible players that could come in. But we need to improve. It was a great match, but we need to improve. And we definitely need to sort out our transfers. So guys, once again, thanks for tuning in to JJ's Football Corner. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Help me get to 50 subscribers by August.